a viral sensation.
Top of the 8th here in Seattle. The Mariners 4, the Twins 3. New pitcher for the Mariners, it's Carlos Vargas. 3 ERA in 27 innings. The first batter he'll face is Trevor Larnach, and he hits a high chopper. That's a foul ball.
The ballpark, except when the hot dogs get caught on the wire cam or on the microphones outside the press box, which has happened. I think I cleared it. I'm not sure, and I didn't pelt anybody in the head with a hot dog, so I consider that a win.
Nice job. Very cool. Yeah, we were here for this last year, and cool to see it debut this season here tonight.
0-1 pitch. It's a swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Larnach.
A lot of fastballs. 59% sinker, 24% cutter. Throws a slider 15% of the time. He throws it. The sinker very hard, 97 miles an hour.
A solo homer and a single tonight for Larnach. He's got a multi-hit game going.
Takes over at second base for Miles Mastrobuoni.
And the punch-out pitch from Vargas. And it's a foul tip. He got him. Strike 3. Larnach strikes out on the foul tip for the first out of the 8th. What a job by Raleigh hanging on to that.
Well, he did hold on to it. I thought for some reason I was going to see dirt there, but good job by Cal.
Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers, to the plate.
A couple of good swings here tonight, a double and a run, lined out for the warning track and right in the 6th.
And that one runs inside, ball 1.
Inside for a ball. Vargas, he also threw last night a scoreless inning, gave up 2
Jeffers
hits,
doubled
a 10-inning loss
for his only hit tonight, and he scored a run after he doubled. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
That's the cutter right there. You can see Jeffers, you know, his hands are so much more still than they have been in the past. You talk about getting rid of that bat tip. He knows where the barrel is.
The 1-1 is popped up.
To center, and
Julio is there. 2 outs.
And 2 down here in the Twins' 8th inning. Upcoming schedule for the Twins is brought to you by Progressive. We are not broadcasting tomorrow night. It's a Fox National game at 6:15 Central Time. We're back with you on Twins TV on Sunday. And then we'll join you for 4 from Sacramento to take on the A's. He's back home a week from tonight against Toronto.
Here's Carlos Correa to the plate. He's
Correa
hitless.
with 2 down.
And he takes the first pitch for a called strike 1.
The Twins in need of a little 2-out rally here.
Correa fouled out in his last at-bat in the 6th. Trying to get his first hit of the night, and that one runs up high to tie the count up at 1. I almost said it again.
Mariners from Arizona. With Sonny Zavala, catcher, in the deal that sent Eugenio Suarez. He can hit, still can, to the Diamondbacks.
1-1 is in the dirt for ball 2.
He is approaching 300 homers, I believe. He's always been able to do that.
And we got Griffin and Cole Sands warming up in the Twins bullpen.
Tie this one up. Jacks will be in if not Sands.
2-1, it's a swing and a miss for strike 2.
Now you see Carlos there gearing up.
Looks like a curveball from Vargas that Correa could not connect on.
And that front hip just went there on the cutter.
Here's the punch-out pitch from Vargas.
This is empty, 2 outs. He had a 2-2.
And that one runs inside, and the count is full.
Gotta stay disciplined for Carlos. Understand that he just got you to
On
swing
deck,
big
it's
on
Brooks Lee.
That cutter, I'd expect him to go back to that. But you're just looking for something over the plate that you can put your bat on.
Full count, 8th inning.
Full count delivery from Vargas, and Correa emergency swings that one. Fouls it off first base side. And he'll see another.
Vargas is 63% simple.
That's nasty too. That's heavy. It looks like a bowling ball coming out of his hand. Got to bear down right here.
Another full count pitch. And it misses inside, and Correa draws a 2-out walk. And now the Twins have the game time run at first and the go-ahead run at the plate in Brooks Lee.
early in Brooks Lee's career to call him a slow heartbeat guy? Seems like that way to me.
Brooks is 1 for 3 with a single
Exactly what you have to have.
that produced an RBI. And that's a called strike in the bottom of the zone, 0-1.
Struck out once tonight, but he's maintained a low strikeout rate pretty much all year long. Twins 16 come from behind wins. Only the Dodgers have more.
Here's the 0-1, and Brooks Lee, fly ball to right field. At the warning track is Tavares, but he'll settle under it. It stays in the yard. Inning is over. The Mariners stay out in front 4-3, heading into the bottom of the 8th.
MLB.
New pitcher for the Twins, it's Cole Sands. In 23.2 innings, he's got a 2.2 ERA. With a 20.2% strikeout rate, he'll face the leadoff hitter, JP, and that one runs inside for ball 1. Cole Sands has 5 pitches in his arsenal: cutter, fastball, splitter, sinker, and the curve. That one runs up high. 2-0 on JP.
He was all about that shirt.
JP's 2 for 2 tonight, 2 singles, a walk, and a run scored. And he goes after that pitch, but he fouls it off. 2-1 now
I've
on
always had him
JP.
as more of a quarter zip guy. That's what he likes.
There's a denim jacket.
Okay. Okay.
Crawford has been on all 3 times tonight.
2-1 offering, and misses outside. 3 balls, 1 strike now on JP. Sands starting to lose him.
His walk rate is higher this season, strikeout rate lower.
The 3-1. JP hits a fly ball to center field softly. Buxton comes in and makes the catch. 1 out.
And this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Minnesota Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Minnesota Twins.
Here's Jorge Polanco.
Jorge Polanco, 1 for 3.
He's 1 for 3 with a single, and he also scored a run.
A rough year last season, came back as a free agent with the Mariners, signed in early February.
First pitch is inside and fouled off.
You know, sometimes guys just fit in a clubhouse.
0-1 on Polanco.
Talking to some of the Mariners guys, that's exactly what Polo's done, and we know him from the Twins and the kind of guy he is, so not too much of a surprise on that end.
Here's the 0-1 to Polanco, and it's a curveball that runs inside barely. Count tied up at 1.
Was it 2022, 2023 was the first time he went to the IL. And no doubt he had aches and pains over the years, but he just...
That one catches the corner outside bottom of the zone for strike 2. Nice pitch from Sands there.
He's a big, strong guy, too. I don't think people understand that. And you watch him play, he doesn't actually play that big, but when you get up next to him, you know, he's strong.
Punch out pitch, and Polanco hits it in the left field corner. It's going to go in the seats.
That was a playoff team. And Polanco was having a down year, and then August, the Twins were red hot in August in 2017 on their way to a wild card berth, and Polanco, he was among the better hitters going that month in the American League.
Another 1-2, and Polanco ground ball is in play. Ty France got it, and he steps on the bag for the second out of the bottom of the 8th as Polanco grounds out right to France.
2 dangerous hitters coming up here.
Here's Julio.
Better season.
He's 1 for 3.
But as we see in the Mariners pen, Andres Munoz
And
Sr.
Casey Lagumina and Andres Munoz are warming up in the pen. And it's a given who's coming into this game. Out of those 2. Sands misses outside to begin the at-bat against Julio. The battle of the 44s. Julio wearing 44 for Seattle and Sands wearing 44 for Minnesota. That one's inside on the edge of the zone for strike 1.
With his good friends, former roommate, teammate at Florida State, Cal Raleigh.
Does Cal just know everybody on the Twins?
He knows everybody.
Sheesh.
Zebby, France.
Swing and a miss.
Very close.
That pitch was inside, and Julio was absolutely fooled. It's 1-2.
In the bottom of the 8th.
2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Mariners up 4-3, and Julio calls time.
Walks into the batter's box.
Payoff pitch, and Julio rips that one to the left field for a base hit. A 2-out single for Julio Rodriguez, and the Mariners extend the inning.
Than we saw earlier in the year, and Rodriguez adds to that number.
And here is the most dangerous hitter in Seattle's lineup. It's Cal Raleigh.
Yeah, this pitch, I mean, just middle of the zone up. Julio does a good job, just not trying to do too much. Again, those 2-strike hits, you just got to keep your barrel through the zone.
Second ever matchup, Sands to Raleigh. And
Cal Raleigh destroys it to right. This ball has been dumped. 2-run homer for Cal Raleigh, his 21st of the season. And it was absolutely electrified to right. Right by the foul pole and just stuck in fair. 6-3 Mariners.
I mean,
Holy moly.
Teams are trying to approach them, trying to go inside right here.
The power that the big dumper shows is insane.
It's a violent, gritty swing, and he knew it right off the bat. The only question was it going to stay fair?
Woo!
It stayed right inside that foul pole.
Randy goes after the first pitch, and it gets by the diving Brooks for a base hit into center. Another 2-out single for the Mariners. They keep it going against Sands. Randy with a single now.
I mean, it sounds simple, but it's just a difference.
A single in the left for Julio. An absolute bomb right by the right field foul pole from Cal Raleigh. And then a Rosarena with a single up the middle. And now here's Rowdy, who's 0 for 3. Check over on the runner at first, and Sands threw it away. Randy's going to go up to second. And that'll be a throwing error for Cole Sands. It's all going wrong for the Twins right now. Rocco Baldelli looking on.
Against Tampa Bay on Tuesday was a close game.
Not happy.
Fell apart.
That one got by Ty France. And they had to run and go get it. And now Ryan Jeffers is going to come out to the mound and talk to Cole Sands.
Try to limit the damage as best you can. What's done is done. Now you have to just go after Rowdy. Don't even really worry about Rosarena on second base. It doesn't matter at all.
Look at this note here, Trevin. This was a point of emphasis for the Twins going back to spring training. This was an area that the team struggled as a whole last year. Far too many 2-out, 2-strike hits, and the last 9, it's climbed, and we saw that happen again here this inning.
There's really no recipe to fix it either. You just can't throw.
There's Cal Raleigh smiling,
2 strikes. That's it.
already in his catcher's gear, getting ready for the 9th. To catch for Andres Munoz. First pitch to Rowdy, and it's at the top of the zone, and Sands doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Is there any connection with that and the Twins for many years now? They don't
strikeout in Rowdy's last at bat in the 6th.
Twins issuing the fewest walks of any staff. Starters, bullpen combined in the game.
That pitch runs outside, 2-0 on Rowdy.
Hitters they get comfortable. If you're not expanding the zone, if you are just filling it up, you're going to get on the plate, and you're going to understand, hey, like, I have to be in swing mode here.
Hitters count 2-0, and Rowdy takes that one at the top of the zone for a called strike.
Some guys are effectively wild, that's a thing, and then some
2 balls, 1 strike on Rowdy. This will be the 20th pitch in Sands' outing right here. Rowdy cranks this one to right, but it's foul.
Towards the upper deck.
2-2 now on Rowdy with 2 outs here in the 8th and Randy at second.
2-2 on Rowdy. Rosarena's at second.
Here's the payoff pitch from Sands. And Rowdy ground ball right to Ty France again. This time Sands will cover first, and that'll end the inning. But Cal Raleigh, with his 21st homer of the season, destroys this one to right. And the Mariners add 2 more, and they lead now 6-3. Can they win it? We'll be right back to see if they can. Top of the 9th, Andres Munoz in the game to try and close out another save.
Exploding a moment ago on the second homer tonight from Cal Raleigh.
And the first batter he'll face is the former Mariner, former teammate Ty France. Andres Munoz hasn't given up an earned run all season in 23.2 innings. Opponent batting average at 104 and 17 saves on 19 attempts as Ty France leads off the 9th inning with a base hit into right field. A leadoff single for France.
Go attack the fastball. It's a nice start to this inning for the Twins. And there, Cal wants that pitch up and away. It ends up over the plate. Ty France doesn't try to do too much with it right there. Just a little shooter in the right field.
Here's Cody Clemens.
Cody Clemens, 0 for 3 tonight. His on-base streak.
3 ground outs for Clemens.
Here in the 9th inning. He's reached base safely in 16
See what he can do here. As Munoz nearly threw that one into the backstop, but Cal made a nice catch. 1-0 on Clemens.
Let's get Royce up there. And sometimes sports work that way, Corey.
Munoz only has 3 pitches in his arsenal. Slider, which he throws half the time, fastball and a sinker, and Clemens shoots that one foul down the first base line. It's 1-1.
Even more the last 10. Hitting for averaging for power.
It's a real simple swing, not trying to do anything except get it through the zone and have a good pitch selection.
1-1 is taken for strike 2. There's that slider.
1-2 on Cody. He's in right field tonight. Will Matt Wallner return tomorrow?
Payoff pitch from Munoz. He struck him out. Chased the slider in the dirt for the first out of the night. And the inning-ending double play ball is now in effect for the M's.
The slider just drops out from underneath you.
It's 30 strikeouts for Munoz in 24 innings.
Here's Royce.
Robert Suarez did pick up his 18th save in San Diego in a 1-run win over Pittsburgh. So Munoz chance to match that.
First pitch to Royce is right down the pipe for strike 1.
0 for 3 tonight, now 0 for his last 27.
0 for 3, a foul out and 2 groundouts for Royce tonight. Not having a great start to the season. He started later than everyone else. He got hurt in spring training. Just hasn't been the same Royce.
It's a big body coming at you, kind of flailing. So there's a little bit of deception there as well, falling off to the first base side.
1-1. Royce shoots it foul first base side, and he's down now 1-2 in
There
the
he gets
count.
the fastball, Corey, and that was, middle away. But it just seems to me like, again, that the hips, they're going. And I said it before, the foundation just seems like it's missing right now from Royce Lewis' swing.
The 1-2 from Munoz, and he got him! Royce Lewis goes down swinging.
The most recent run.
And the Twins are down to their final out.
This was a 2-out solo home run end of the night for Brian Wood.
Yeah, good swing. We don't need that right now. We take it. But it would settle in.
And now the last hope for the Twins is Willie, who got the last run that the Twins scored. It was a homer back in the 7th that ended Brian Woo's night. And he takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. 1 for 2 with a walk and a solo homer tonight for Willie.
Willie's been on twice, a homer and a walk.
That one looked like it missed outside, but Munoz gets the call. Strike one.
Ty France and Andres Munoz in the same trade. They were both in San Diego, came to the Mariners from the Padres.
France at first. 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Twins down by 3 as Munoz misses outside again. 2 balls, 1 strike on Willie.
2020. Austin Adams, Austin Nola among the players that went back to San Diego.
That one's down, and Munoz is starting to lose Willie. Good take there from Willie. 3-1. The count now on Castro, the 9-hitter.
Yeah, looks like he's seeing that pitch. Really should be ball 4.
Byron Buxton on deck. Here's the 3-1. Willie Castro destroys this one to right center. It's his 2nd homer of the game, and the Twins are within 1 with 2 outs in the 9th. 4th of the 2025, 2nd of the night for Willie Castro. And this one was no doubt gone. Just like Cal's.
His 3-1 fastball. That thing is center cut, and Willie does not miss it. Short, compact swing. Drives it through the thick air here. He doesn't care about T-Mobile Park. Ball doesn't fly here. Doesn't matter for Willie Castro. Beautiful swing here.
And now Byron Buxton to the plate with 2 outs top of the 9th, and the Twins suddenly within 1.
Stage is set. Chance for the Stars to shine. 2nd career multi.
What can Byron Buxton do here?
Buxton 0 for 4 in his first game off the injury.
He's 0 for 4. And he takes a slider that catches the edge of the zone. Strike one. Good response from Munoz after the no doubt 2-run homer. Oh, 1. Buxton rips this one to left field. It gets by JP. It's a base hit.
The time run is on. Speed is on. And the
Twins suddenly have the go-ahead run at the plate with 2 outs in the 9th. The Twins are rallying.
Seeing a lot of these fastballs out of Munoz right there.
He turned on that pitch. Did Buxton.
Just does a really good job of pulling them in. He's got lightning in those.
And now Trevor Larnach to the plate. He's 2 for 4.
Platinum glove winner. Elite speed at first base. Here's Larnach digging in.
First pitch, Larnach takes it.
Buxton stayed.
I think he's got to go. I don't think Munoz is very quick to the plate. He's got to get in the scoring position.
1-0. Larnach the DH tonight. A single and a solo homer.
Well, his pop time is below league average. He's an excellent framer, good blocker. Larnach a home run tonight.
1-0 pitch. Misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes on Munoz. Now the Mariners are starting to fall apart.
Here, after Larnach.
2-0. Buxton's going. Cal throws. He nearly threw it into center. Buxton steals second.
Talk about sitting dead red right there. Good job, Buck, understanding the situation, getting to second base.
And one swing of the bat from Larnach will tie this game.
We're going to see another one. Maybe for show at the top of the
Buxton easily saved.
Stick with that slider here.
Tie run at second base. 2 balls in the
Here's the 2-1 from Munoz. Larnach rips this one to center. Base hit. Here comes Buxton around third. He will score easily. This game is tied at 6. The Twins have suddenly came back out of nowhere to tie it off of Munoz. Trevor Larnach. Willie Castro.
What a comeback.
We're all tied at 6 here in Seattle.
Understood exactly what I was saying.
Unbelievable.
The slider is Munoz's pitch.
With 2 outs in the 9th, the Twins, who were down 3, score 3.
Buck getting to second base, scores with ease. Tie game.
And they have tied the game at 6. This is unbelievable. Here's Ryan Jeffers to the plate. And a slider that gets away from Cal Raleigh. Larnach the second. And one swing of the bat will give the Twins the lead. Oh, this is really going wrong for the Mariners. Really going wrong. This is really going good for the Twins. All of a sudden, they have a really good chance of taking the lead. And here comes a mound visit.
Munoz all year long.
Oh my.
Twins
Woo.
bullpen. Duran.
Johan Duran is warming up for the Twins.
Warming up.
He's got the capability of sending this to a 10th inning.
And you never want to get off the fastball, but I just don't see him.
One swing of the bat from Jeffers. One hit will score Larnach and give the Twins a 7-6 lead.
Don't see Deshaun Kersey Jr. yet in this spot.
Here's the 1-0. Jeffers takes the one on the top of the zone for strike one.
Jeffers, 2 outs, runners in scoring position.
1 for 4, a double and a run scored for Jeffers tonight.
He's 1 for 4.
Look over at second. Now the 1-1 from Munoz. Jeffers fouls it off.
I think with 2 outs, you don't pinch run because you're going to get a good jump. They're not holding him on right now. All 3 outfielders have really good arms for the Mariners, but I think that's the right call leaving Larnach out there.
1-2.
And the payoff pitch. That one shot. Oh, what a catch by Rowdy. Rowdy catches the line out from Jeffers. And the game remains tied at 6. Wow, that was so close to being a 7-6 lead for the Twins. But Willie Castro's 2-run no doubt shot, and then Trevor Larnach's game-tying RBI single, and the Twins, out of nowhere, have tied the game at 6. What can the Mariners do in the bottom of the 9th? We got an amazing one at T-Mobile Park. We'll be right back to see if the Mariners can pull out some more magic of their own. We are all tied at 6. Johan comes in to try and force extra innings after the Twins have a 2-out rally and score 3 to tie the game. Now can Johan force extra innings, or can the Mariners walk it off? Johan gets the Mariners bottom of the order, and Leody Taveras is the first batter that Johan faces. And that first pitch is just outside for ball 1.
Taveras, the switch hitter, 0 for 3 tonight.
0 for 3 for Taveras, 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that one's in there for strike 1.
In off the line is
Caught the edge of the zone.
He's about 5 steps in front of the base right there.
Royce Lewis is playing in.
Completely away.
Here's the 1-1. And that is painted at the inside corner at the bottom of the zone. 1-2 on Taveras.
You wouldn't like it either, Corey. 99 at your knees like that.
Really nice pitch from Johan there.
And now Lewis moves back with 2 strikes. Shifted over. Correa just on the left side of the bag.
1-2.
Here's the payoff pitch from Johan. Leody Taveras fouls it off.
Curveball remains a 2-strike strikeout pitch for Duran. He's added a sweeper to righties.
1-2 again. Taveras up the middle. And Correa's got it fired at first quickly. They got him by a step. 1 out, the bottom of the 9th.
Something that looks routine
as Correa
isn't because of the speed of Taveras.
The ground out to Correa retires Taveras.
Glove hand side, gets rid of the ball. You're right about the strong.
Now here's the best hitter that Johan will have to face. It's Dylan Moore.
He's basically fielding this ball at second base. And again, it just has to be perfect. You have to get the ball, the transfer has to be right. It's a weird angle for him to be throwing it, but he gets the job done.
This is the first at bat for Dylan Moore tonight. It's a pretty big spot, as that one was a really nice pitch inside, edge of the zone. Strike 1 on Moore. That one's up high at 101. The count's tied up at 1.
And these are the games, Corey. You come back and you make this effort to keep this ball game going. You've got to get this victory.
1-1 delivery from Johan. Dylan Moore swings and misses at 101 right down the middle. 1-2 now on Moore.
Dylan Moore, so many in this lineup, had a great April. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's the payoff from Johan. Dylan Moore, fly ball in the left field, but it is right at Willie. Second out of the bottom of the ninth.
Back-to-back pitches right
And
there.
now the rookie, Ben Williamson, the 9-hitter, will try and extend things here for the Mariners, or maybe win it. You never know.
The ability of major league hitters to make an adjustment.
So 2 down, and now Ben Williamson. 0 for 3.
Ben Williamson, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and the ground out. Does he have some magic in that bat? First pitch from Johan is up high at 102.
Duran 1-2, but missed high for ball 1.
One-0 pitch. Williamson chases that one, and the count is tied at 1.
And not just hits, even just his balls in play. 40% of his balls in play are going the other way towards right center.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that one's taken in the zone for strike 2.
Love Duran just feeding the zone right now, understanding a 2-out walk's the worst thing that can happen.
Here's the punch-out pitch from Johan. He got him! We're going to extras. Williamson chases the outside slider. Duran strikes him out, and the Twins have somehow forced extras. We head to the 10th inning, all tied at 6. Unbelievable job by Minnesota. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park. We head to the 10th inning. The Twins and Mariners all tied at 6.
This season, the Mariners are 3-4, Rockerball Deli. And the Twins rally for 3.
And let's see if Minnesota can keep this momentum going. They got Carlos Correa to the plate and a new pitcher, Casey Legumina.
Takes over for the Mariners here in the 10th inning.
He's on the mound for the Mariners.
60%. 4-seamer.
Legumina's got 4 pitches in his arsenal. Fastball, sweeper, sinker, and a changeup.
A sweeper and a sinker as well.
He mainly throws the fastball. Deshaun Kersey Jr. is the placement runner at second. Carrera goes after the first pitch to deep left field, and it's gone! Carlos Correa starts off the 10th with a 2-run homer, and the Twins have taken the lead. What an unbelievable comeback! Ambushes Legumina on the first pitch. And the Twins, after being down 6-3, beginning the 9th, have an 8-6 lead in the 10th. You cannot make this stuff up. It went into the Twins bullpen. In left field. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow.
For his 60th career hit at this ball.
That's why they're booing him.
3 homers over his last
This
7
is crazy.
games, and the Twins have the lead 8-6. Remember that note.
A 5-run comeback.
Undefeated. When leading after 7 innings, entering this game tonight, they were 22-0.
And the Twins, who it looked like it was over, now have the lead in extras. You cannot write a better script.
That's what you gotta do. Wears these pitchers down when you do that.
This game has been one of the best games all year as Brooks Lee ambushes this one to right. And that's going to drop for a base hit. It'll be a single for Brooks. And still nobody out in the 10th. The Mariners, again, are not looking good in extras. They got really roughed up against the Nationals
Just a really compact
last night. And now tonight, the Twins are getting them in the late innings.
Talked about comeback wins. Twins one of the best in the business at doing it. Right now they got the lead. They're going to have to hold it here in the bottom of the 10th. But
Here's Ty France as he doesn't bite on an outside slider. 1-0 on France.
Nobody gets on base. See Cal Raleigh tomorrow.
yes.
Ty France, 2 for 4. It is return.
France does chase that slider that time. It's 1-1.
What a grindy game.
8-game hit streak going for Ty France. 2 for 4 with 2 singles and a run. Scored. The 1-1 runs inside for ball 2. Nobody out in the 10th. Twins up by 2 now.
There's no reason. I mean, there's no reason to stop.
A
now.
double play would
Insurance runs.
really help the Mariners here.
A gift from the gods.
Here's France. Fouls it off.
Second straight game.
2-2 the count.
Beyond 9 for the Mariners. Remember, they were in a 2-2 game with Washington.
And Griffin looks like he'll come in to get the bottom of the 10th and to try and save this one.
He is coming in next. Colby Suggs, right side of your screen. And France.
Got him. Foul tip. As he chased the slider with the first out on the top of the 10th. And now the inning-ending double play ball in effect here for the Mariners.
And now Clemens, still a
Here's
chance
Cody
to keep
Clemens.
that
He's
streak
0 for 4.
0 for 4 tonight. Looking to extend his run of reaching base safely in 17 straight games.
3 groundouts and a strikeout for Clemens. First pitch is popped up.
This is popped up on the infield. And
JP's under it. He makes the catch. 2 outs in the 10th. Brooks stays put at first. And now to the plate comes Royce, who's 0 for 4.
Royce.
This will be a tie. Right
Royce
here.
struck out in the 9th.
Some of the pressure's off. 2-run lead right here. You know you're going to get a fastball in this at bat.
And then
But even
everything
after
went
that
the
take,
Twins'
you see
way
it,
after
it's
Royce
just
struck
moving
out.
Too much. And when you
As
see
it's
him
currently
go,
1-0 on
he's
Royce, Legumina missed outside on the fastball. That one runs up and in. 2 balls, no strikes on Royce.
2-0 right here. You got to imagine you're getting a heater. You do everything in your power. Just be on time for it.
And a 2-0 pitch. He did
Royce
strike.
Lewis fouls that one off. It's 2-1.
Carlos Correa. 5 home runs. 3 of those 5 have come in the last 7 games.
That one's at the corner of the zone. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now the count on Royce.
2-2 count.
With Brooks at first. 2 outs, the Twins up by 2. Payoff pitch. Outside, count is full.
And 2 outs and a full count to Royce Lewis. If he reaches Willie Castro, they have a chance.
Be on time to this one right here. Come on.
Runner goes.
The 3-2, Royce fouls it back.
Did you like that swing?
It's a little late. You know you're going to get heater. You've already seen it in the at-bat. And when Royce is locked in, he's not missing that pitch.
Full count delivery. And it's outside, and Royce draws a walk. A 2-out walk from Royce, and now the Twins have 2 base runners on for the man who's hit 2 home runs tonight, Willie Castro, the 9-hitter.
Saw a bunch of fastballs, had some good hacks at them. Again, the timing wasn't there.
Oh man, if he hits a third.
But you got to imagine that day's coming sooner than later for Royce Lewis.
Pinch runner Harrison Bader will pinch run for Royce.
For Royce at first base, and Royce getting some high fives inside that third base dugout. Willie Castro's second career multi-homer game. First by a Twin this season. This one just by Tavares, the 7th, then the 9th inning of Andres Munoz. It was 6-3, became 6-5.
Corey, that was a bomb right there. He snuck that first one out, but that second one was gone.
So Lee at second, Bader at first.
First pitch to Willie is upstairs, ball one.
Twin to have a 3-homer game. Miguel Sano, May 18th, 2021, against the White Sox.
That one catches the corner of the zone. Strike one.
Against Nelson Cruz after that.
Good pitch there from Lugumino. He's thrown 20 here in the 10th. 1-1 from Casey, misses outside. 2-1.
It's interesting right now. Ben Williamson was playing up to
Willie at the plate. Twins up 8-6.
First and second, 2 outs for the catcher.
2 runners on, 2 outs. Pitch. On the borderline, got the call. Strike 2. Mariners need to get out of this. Payoff pitch to Willie. And it's outside. The count is full again. And you do not want to load the bases for Byron Buxton.
Second, Bader at first.
Here's the 3-2. And it's outside. Ball 4. Willie draws a walk. The bases are loaded for Byron Buxton. With 2 outs at the top of the 10th. And is Dan Wilson going to leave Casey Lagumina out there?
Back up here in the 10th, and yes, this would be base hits going to score Bader from second base.
Let me ask you this: Byron Buxton of all the Twins.
And Buxton's 1 for 5 with a single, a run scored, and a stolen base.
But after back-to-back walks,
Brooks at third, Bader at second, Willie at first. First pitch from Casey to Buxton is an outside slider, ball 1.
Byron played a key part in the 9th inning rally. Singled off Munoz, stole second, scored on Larnick's game-tying 2-out knock to center.
The 1-0 is taken for a strike. A slider that caught the outside bottom corner of the zone.
Buxton has a grand slam in his ballpark over his career.
The 1-1, Buxton hits this one up the middle, and it's past Dylan Moore. Base hit in the center. Brooks scores. Bader's gonna score. A 2-run single for Byron Buxton. The Twins pouring it on. 10-6 in the 10th.
Gets that fastball, Corey, and did not miss it. 2 sweepers.
7 unanswered for Minnesota.
Sits on that fastball and just smokes it up the middle. Dylan Moore tried to glove it right there. I think he had to deal with the base in his way as well. That thing was just hit too hard, and like I said, Bader scoring easily right there. 4-run lead for the Twins now, and Buck is fired up. I don't know what that means, but that's good. When they start doing that,
fans are starting to leave the ballpark.
That's been kind of their
2 outs, top of the 10th. Runners at second and first. Dan Wilson still leaving Casey out there. Here's Correa. Or, sorry, that's not Correa. That's Trevor Larnick. Looked like Correa. Larnick's 3 for 5, 2 singles, a homer, and 2 RBIs.
Larnick doesn't want this game to stop now. Go get you that 4th hit.
0-1. Larnick rips this one. Fair ball down the first baseline. Willie's gonna score. The Twins keep pouring it on. It's 11-6. Buxton's gonna score. It's 12-6 Twins. Trevor Larnick with a 2-out, 2-run, bases clearing double.
And all these fans that were booing Correa earlier, they're booing their own team right now here in the 10th inning.
Corey, they've seen this move.
And more Mariners fans are leaving. 9 unanswered for the Twins.
What a swing right here. It's that little sweeper. Just keeps it fair. Hooks it around the base. Get out of the way, first base umpire. And Buck was charging.
And now here's Deshaun Kersey Jr. to the plate. With Larnick at second and 2 outs. And the Twins up by 6.
In the 10th inning. And Deshaun
Kersey fouls that one off. It's 0-2 on him.
As a runner, he was the lead runner when Correa homered, and now we'll have it at that.
He didn't really have to run. He just had to trot.
0-2.
Payoff pitch from Casey, and that's at the... Oh, it just missed. Just dropped below the zone. Ball one. Mariners still can't get out of this inning. The 1-2. Kiersey ground ball softly. This is right to Moore. Fire to first, and the Mariners finally get out of the inning. But the Twins put up 6 in the 10th. They have scored 9 unanswered ever since Cal Raleigh's homer in the 8th. And the Twins lead 12-6 and are 3 outs away from an unbelievable comeback win in Seattle to open off the series. We'll be right back from T-Mobile Park. What a game this has been for Minnesota. Bottom of the 10th, 12-6, Twins lead. What an unbelievable comeback this has been for Minnesota. 9 unanswered for the Twins, and the pitcher that'll come out for the bottom of the 10th is Brock Stewart to try and put the Mariners away.
I love me some Brock Stewart. You always ask me who's my new guy. I think it might be Brock Stewart. See the arsenal there, 4-seam, cutter, changeup, sweeper, sinker. When he's on, he's absolutely filthy.
And Williams is the place runner at second. First pitch to the leadoff man, JP, is outside, ball one. What if the Mariners pull off an unbelievable comeback? 1-0 to JP, and that's taken in the zone, strike one.
As they notice that you were on the trip here, making your 2025.
2 for 3, 2 singles, a walk, and a run score for JP tonight.
Kyle Farmer now in Colorado.
He's going to need a 2-run homer here if he wants any chance of winning.
For this year's team.
And he tried for it, but he just couldn't connect on that pitch. It's 1-2 now.
I want it to be Brooks Lee, but I don't think he wants to talk to me. So that's kind of a problem in a relationship.
Work on that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to work on that. You said him and Morney are really buddy. So I'll let Morney at Brooks. I'm going with my guy Brock.
1-2 on JP Crawford.
Here's the payoff pitch from Stewart to JP, and it's up high. The count's tied at 2.
The Central Coast of California. You're a SoCal guy.
Yes, sir.
Any tension because you have Central Coast against SoCal? Or
Oh, no, I don't feel that at all. I'm like I want California to be unified.
2-2.
There's a lot of
Foul ball.
NorCal, SoCal tension. I don't really feel that. My brother went to school at Sac State, had many good times there. I'm a unifier, Corey.
2-2 on Crawford.
Another 2-2 pitch. And that's up high, and the count is
The
full.
one thing you don't want here for Brock Stewart, obviously, is free passes. You got the 6-run lead. Don't even let the Mariners sniff anything.
Here's the full count delivery. JP taps it foul to stay alive.
Legadino walking. Lewis and Castro, and both guys ended up scoring.
Absolutely.
This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat.
Metrodome used to say, walks will haunt.
Full count delivery again. JP ground ball in play. Brooks to France. First out of the bottom of the 10th. It moves Williamson to third.
Speaking of the NorCal, SoCal thing, there's Danny Gladden, Cupertino, California, Northern California. Now he says there's a difference between you can draw somebody, you can grow somebody. And so Danny, NorCal, draw, grow, more SoCal. I don't know.
And now,
kid from the Midwest.
here's Jorge Polanco to the plate with 1 out of the bottom of the 10th and Williamson at third. Polanco takes one that is dotted at the inside corner of the zone for strike one.
I mean, I'm just... Okay.
Well,
Polanco's 1 for 4, a single and a run scored.
Danny's like that appetizer at that Australian steakhouse, that blooming onion thing. You just keep picking at it and it never ends, right? There's just more to it.
That one's in the zone. Strike 2.
You're done. There's always more.
Yeah, he's a character. I actually told him, I said,
Polanco calls
you
time.
Be on the streets, scrap it up a little bit. But he's a strong guy, dude. I don't know if I got him.
It didn't go well for Lambo, but... 0-2 on Jorge Polanco.
And here's the punch-out pitch from Brock Stewart. That one spiked. Jeffers does a good job blocking it. Williamson holds at third.
Defensive changes here, good call.
1 ball, 2 strikes now on Polanco.
Takes over behind the plate. Kersey ran for Jeffers at the top of the inning.
Never mind. It's Christian Vasquez who actually did a good job blocking it. Jeffers is done.
1-2 on the switch hitting DH. Jorge Polanco.
Here's the 1-2. And that one drops below the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Polanco, the former Twin.
Got Bader out there in left field now.
Two-two pitch. Inside, nearly hit him. Count is full.
So Bader, as you mentioned.
So Bader moved into left, Willie moved into third, Kiersey Jr.'s in right, and Vasquez is catching now. That's the Twins' changes on defense.
Playing third base. 3-2 on Polanco.
Full count delivery from Stewart. And Polanco hits a fly ball to left field. Bader is there to make the catch, and he fumbles it. Williamson holds at third.
So the out is recorded.
So the Mariners are down to their final out, and they can't even get a run.
Yeah, Harry wanted to get really behind this just in case they decided to tag.
Here's Julio.
Throw here. Got a little out in front of himself, a little ahead of himself, I guess I should say. It's all right. You get the out call.
Julio will be the Mariners' last hope.
2 down, Julio Rodriguez.
2 singles and a run scored for Julio today. He's 2 for 4. First pitch is just below the zone. Ball 1.
To dissect this game, Zebby Matthews.
Sure.
Tonight, Trev, I thought an amazing outing. Rough first inning, you can't debate that. But boy, did he bounce back and then some.
1-0 pitch, swing and a miss.
You understand that those innings are going to
As
have.
Julio chased that one.
I said
The
a
count
couple
is now
times
tied
during
at
this
1.
Broadcast, the good pitchers can just separate the innings, go back out, go back to their game plan, get through the game. That's exactly what Zebby did. He showed a lot of poise out there tonight, Corey.
1 ball, 1 strike on Rodriguez. 2 down.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Julio rips that one. Oh, a diving stop by Correa, fired at first, and they got him to end the game. What a play by Correa on defense to end the game. He hit the go-ahead homer in the 10th, and he ends things in the bottom of the 10th. The Twins score 9 unanswered to win here in Seattle, 12-6 in the 10th. A diving stop by Correa, fired at first, and they just got Julio in time. Woo! What a game in Seattle. See y'all later. RBL. Peace. What a win for Minnesota.